That's a big crash as well, and that's the Sauber of Marcus Ericsson. Red flagged the session. Well, there was absolutely nothing he could do. The car just went on under braking, just stepped out from underneath him.
When you have spectacular ones like that, the energy's dissipated over a long distance with all the bits and pieces flying off as well. It's not the sudden stop. They're the ones that really hurt. So whilst it looks spectacular, as long as nothing comes into the cockpit.
Quickly go down to the paddock, Ted.
Hello Crofty, hello Anthony, Paul, Karun, everybody. Yep, the paddock here in Monza, the best of the season, it has to be said. The beautiful people here passing around, all air kisses.
Key problem if you start trapping the drivers in there effectively.
As we see a replay of the incident, we'll be looking at this after the race. Martin Donnelly, by the way, the race steward.
Whoa! Oh, attention! Oh, le crash terrible! Le crash terrible de Sacha Botman!
Now this is Twitter. It was the Verth corner, I was right. He goes through the gravel. He's back on the track. And Peter Lee is just unsighted. Straight into the back. Corkscrews in the air. Piquet very nearly goes over as well as he had a car knocked into his path. That is a monster. That's a huge, huge coming together, isn't it?
22. Now Matt Seavey in the 91 trying to work the other side group of the other. We got a big old wreck. Oh, the front straightaway. Osborne's involved.
Good boy.
Ah, meu Deus!
We'll get a good view of James Hinchcliffe in his hands here. So far through turn one, looks pretty good. How many of you qualifying runs have you
Oh! Hinchcliffe with a big one!
Big one. Up on its side, he lost.
The Shaver engine, sponsored by John Jory Corporation, AMA Plastics, Persol. Over. And we go red.
Here comes Scott Hatton driving underneath them. Scott Hatton up over the wall. As they head towards Mandarin, this is going to be dicey. Brilliant overtake by Bamba. How do you do? Oh no, 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 no! Macau strikes again, and the horrible, horrible sight of Lauren Van.
Champion ends his derby. As scary as that accident was, thank goodness.
Into the last corner of the race. Heidfeld goes to the inside line, and they make contact, and they're both off, and that's an accident for Nick Heidfeld.
He still runs. We didn't do it when we raced him. I mean, this is something that just has caught on in the last couple of years. So,
upside down, over and over the 83 of Mike Afrano. A big wreck coming out of turn number 4 into the grass. He goes. Another car sliding by.
That's James Hilton in the 48 car. A little contact from behind. He gets a little contact from behind. Is that Zach Ralston behind him and just turns him in towards the outside wall? You see the tire carcass flying out. Let's watch that engine there. You see the
slammed down to the
Now
ground.
the engine's already pretty much
for third. Bastien Bourdais also trying to make a move. Right now it's Rossi the leader, then it's Power. Wickens, oh, they're going to make contact. Big contact, car in the air. It's Robert Wickens that spins. Ryan Hunter-Reay was just underneath him. James Hinchcliffe involved. We have a major mess here exiting turn number 2 at the Pocono Raceway.
Oh, geez. Oh, that's way worse than last year.
The new start-finish line, which isn't always this big, and an enormous accident at the back. Car launched meters and meters into the air, and it looks like another driver who tangled with Ben Barnicoat.
Lapsevich là, qui va gagner quelques positions en bousculant quelques pilotes. Pendant ce temps-là, Guénette a pris la mesure. Oh, le pauvre! Je crois que c'est... Oh, se monte dessus joyeusement. Oh, Xavier Coupal qui va capoter, mesdames, messieurs. Incroyable, mais vrai. C'est avec Camiran qui s'est accroché.
Grosjean still making moves to try and gain places.
Fuck.
Turn 2. Trouble. Oh my goodness, what a huge crash. Scott Dixon is in it.
Which is Jay Howard. We're going to roll this through now. Well, look at Jay. He's already way off the line. He's off the dark patch of the racetrack, which we call the racing line. He's up in the gray. He's lost control of the car. He's hoping he's not going to hit the wall. He impacts the wall, comes off the wall, just misses the 10 of Tony Kanaan. Unfortunately, Scott Dixon is right there, up and over the front of the car. Car hits on the top of the wall. The safety cell on these cars, guys, I can't tell you how strong they are.
Still at Brands Hatch because of this huge accident. Phil Driver in that Aston Martin riding up the back of a slower GT4 car that itself was trying to pass another slower GT4 car.
Now let's see if we can work
How
out.
did this? Oh, just got it wrong.
Tyre's gone down, I think. The car suddenly looked as though it went low on a corner, and that flips over.
Wow!
caution.
Here comes Madsen in the 77.
Fourth.
Both in the 231s, the first driver to put any lap in the 231 so far. Trouble! Oh, what a crash! What a terrible crash!
Up and over, car flipped.
Whoa, over on his top. Wow. Mark Holliday into the wall. Halted. The red light flag to Jared Payton. Mark Holliday smoking the tire stadium.
Be crucial in terms of pole position. Check it out.
Rodrigo's gone down a massive crash here.
That's Lloyd.
Lloyd and Rodrigo.
He's just drifting wide. He was never going to make it anyway, Matt. He was too wide.
It's the rear that he lost on the... Look at this. Oh, poor old Livio Lloyd. Oh, look at the height he gets.
as well, covering his teammate. Hamilton moves over to cover on Sebastian Vettel, and there's locking up in a crash, and Fernando Alonso goes over the top there of Charles Leclerc's Sauber.
Dramatic indeed. The good news.
Peter Aronson tries to get out of the way, but the leader is blocked. And there's contact, and that is Blomshed. A huge moment off into the barriers. The race-leading car is...
They're side by side for the Spec Late Model victory.
Oh,
no! A massive hit into turn number 3. Andy Partridge has slammed the wall. The 77 of Kenny Smith also crashes. The red flag will come out immediately.
Oh, the pole sitter doesn't get going. Oh! There is not a worse place to stall than at the start of a race. I hope they're okay.
It's a long hold. Who's going to panic first and go for it? Oh dear, we've lost, unfortunately, the Bullet Racing Mercedes. We've lost a Schrader Motorsport Mercedes, one of the Porsche Caymans, the number 24 KTM Crossbow. It all kicked off. In fact, I think both of the Mercedes.
No, it's been a tremendous run so far this season. This is the incident again, by the way, that involved, I'm afraid, Mike Gwash, which is just horrible to watch.
Like that.
Whoa!
Oh, hang on, Brittany! Brittany's car smokes the tires, gets sideways, crosses the center line, pancaked the left wall, came back across the track, and it has come to a stop down at the far end. The safety safari on the scene. When Terry Haddock smoked the tires, the first thing I thought was no, and moments later, that was the best thing I've seen so far today, because he wasn't there when she came across the racetrack and smacked into the left wall.
Castellano, whoa, hang on there with them Corvettes. Woo, boy. Oh, Sydney got some oh, hang on there, Sydney Frigo. Into the wall, top end, over and over, and a wild one there. Is Sydney moving around? And you saw that car as he tried to stay with.
And it didn't bother me when it's a dead, but...
One. Other than that, a pretty clean start at Farinas VK.
No contact. Oh, huge wreck. One driver up and huge wreck in Pro Mazda coming.
If everyone was not okay. Sarah Moore loses it first of all. No grip at this stage. And I warn you, this is nasty. That is absolutely horrific. That is a horrible accident. And thank...
Oh, hang on, Alan. Alan Pazinski's chute came out late. That car went upside down into the wall. You saw the big fireball. Now, the fuel tank on a Pro Stock car is right out in front.
Benoit Treloyer, und hier sehen wir, wie es dazu kam. Kontakt mit einem Ferrari. Ein Überschlag des Toyotas und dann natürlich auch noch der Ferrari, der geht auch noch auf den Kopf. Ein Riesenunfall hier. glimpflich abgegangen.
You've seen what Briscoe could have done.
This is it. One lap. Oh, there goes Ryan Hunter-Reay and Ryan Briscoe. And Briscoe flies. Briscoe flips and flies on the grass.
Number 43 as he the back snaps away from him. He's over the bars. Oh, Bo beaten on the Irving. Vincent takes it way over the top as well. What a massive incident, Phil.
Yeah, this was only on the
Johnny had to rattle it. Oh, kaboom for John Force. He blows the body completely off of it, comes across in front of Johnny Lindbergh, and the two of them get together. A scary moment here at Wild Horse. They're now tied into each other's parachutes.
Frank Raffler's Raffle, and side by side with Rays. Rays ends up on the grass. He's going to spin the car. Oh, Rays, he's just missed there. This is contact. I think that was sharp and must say.
It was, yeah.
Oh,
dear. No.
Oh, my God.
With only one use. Whoa, big shot, but that could be a safety car.
No, that looks like a mechanical failure under braking. That was a big impact. The McLaren suddenly spared off the road and took the Bentley.
Yeah, absolutely. That was.
It's a combination of the Kronos. Oh, that's McNish. That's Alan McNish.
That's a massive chunk there. Traffic.
Oh boy, that was no. He went for a hole there, boys, that was not there. Look at the spectators.
Boy, the camera guys.
Around there, wheel to wheel. He's got his nose in front of Giovinazzi. Giovinazzi's almost got a wheel on the grass and then just loses grip, spears into the side of Stroll, and Stroll is just a passenger. And happily, the car landed the right way.
They all survive, and there's more contact and a huge moment this time coming up towards Les Combes, and that, I'm afraid, is the Carlin car upside down. Menezes, I fear, it skates up the escape road straight away. We go safety car, understandably so.
Nick De Vries, Roberto Meri crosses the line in fourth. Oh dear me! Oh no! Terrible crash as Nicholas Latifi plows into the back of Roberto Meri's car. Meri slowed down immediately after the start-finish line, and Latifi launched off the back of him. I do hope both those drivers are okay.
Sam Fenny could make it 4 different drivers from 4 starts for a win here. He does. 5.66 again. No shoot for Sam Fennick here in this car. It's into the sand trap.
He's gone through the gravel trap and up the wall. That's a big.
Already on lap number 1. Two trucks real sideways. And we've got a truck up and over, a big pirouette. That was a big wreck right now for the
bottom for Gregson, but I don't think Will Kimmel knew that they were 3 wide. You see him squeezing the 78 of Weatherman. I'm not sure why Weatherman came off the bottom and opened up the bottom and allowed the 55 of Gregson to get there.
Yeah, it just looks like an error there. You know, you got to protect that yellow line here. You got to stay on the bottom. I mean, it's tight racing there, and you know, you're just trying to move up and get a little bit of run down the corner, but somebody fills that gap.
5 Rennen die Startunfälle ab und zu mal gehabt, kleinere Unfälle. Ja, das war auch völlig in Ordnung. Aber was dann eben halt hier in diesem 5. Lauf...
Just up the road ahead there, the darker green car. Big impact, big hit into the wall, and that is a destroyed Audi, which has absolutely taken the front off the car, and it's going to be a red flag. There is debris all over the road. The corner, but look at the damage done to the barrier. Don't think there was contact, but at very high speed off the road it went, and has just...
And check this out, this is one of the biggest incidents I've ever seen.
Reste bien, attention à l'intérieur. Et ça se touche, et l'accrochage. Et une voiture. Incroyable image de Jules Gounon posée sur le toit de Geoffrey Denardat.
Duas voltas completadas, Fernando Júnior já tem a volta mais rápida da corrida, aí tem problema. O acidente fortíssimo, Luiz Ribeiro e Marcelo Ram.
The only place where, oh, big trouble. That's the rookie Suarez up and over Regan Smith, the big one at Daytona in the Tri-Oval.
De segurança, aí abatido, ó, escapou de traseira e foi forte ali na barreira de pneus o Márcio Campos.
And McMillan make contact, sending Bowden flipping into and over the wall. The red flag comes out, and this will take a while to clean.
Jamie running in 10th place, Magnus in 11th, Thomas Hall. Oh my goodness me! That is a huge accident. That, without question, we've got green flags after it, but that is going to be
crowded up there in the front right now with the 42. Oh,
whoa,
trouble!
Big crash. Danica Patrick and Joey Logano.
Oh man,
Eric Almirola.
D'arrivée. Et l'on revoit ici la chute, vous voyez, extrêmement rapide de Stuart Easton avec, on voit le dessus, le dessous.
Looks like Boothman's going to shut the door here. Oh, goodness me! That is frightening. Oh my goodness.
It happened in GP3. This is Konstantin Tarashenko. Look at that, Anthony. My goodness.
It brings back memories for me at Le Mans in 2 years ago.
Oh, he's crossed the center line. Give it to Big H, who's got a handful. Gauge into the wall, upside down. Brings it to a stop.
He just braked and you know, Mark then rode over the back of him, got in the air, and once the air gets underneath the car like that, it's a horrible sensation. He did it in a Mercedes.
Underneath of him and a hard side impact pancaked the wall. Really goes over. You see again, he's down right on that white line, Towns. He's well below it.
Der Abflug des eigentlichen Polmanns bzw. des Polautos, was jetzt nicht mehr auf Pol steht, weil es +5.
And bang! Oh, I mean that's nasty. I mean the car just virtually momentarily stopped and then just went into a kinetic energy rotation.
Here it is. Oh my! Oh!
Get his head down. Don't count out Notori either. As we see Christian Hahn all the way around, he takes out Jack Doohan.
Jack Doohan, who's gone rolling upside down, a flip. That is a very dangerous move there. Hopefully both drivers
Slide that car around. Oh, Ifola.
Oh, yeah. Oh, goodness me. That was never going to be good. That is a terrible, terrible image.
Bueno, ahí está la piña, mira.
Ahí sí, busca la calle, sí, claramente. Claramente, y dio...
Who leads the way, and drama in the background because over has got...
And by the look of things, loses control of the Lamborghini. The Top Cats car goes off through the...
De Keroli, Amer Müller en 3e position avec derrière un énorme accrochage et une voiture qui est partie.